Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to examine the evolution of international law. So international law has evolved through different timestamps in history and space in the world. So international law developed as communities began interacting outside their defined geographical limits or boundaries. So the most important thing to realize is that the more especially during the past, where before Christ era, those early, middle and ages, we find that most communities did conduct a lot of war with each other, and in the process of time, by conducting different wars against each other, they came up with certain deductive guidelines and certain behavioral norms in which it was a standard expected. So these norms, for example, can be seen especially on the laws relating to prisoners of war, how prisoners of war were treated following conquests. So these are some of the elements of law. So the major treaty that I want you to focus on is the Westphalia Treaty. This treaty established the modern state as we know it today, and also gave a more organized basis for the development of a more rational and practical international law. So we also have to realize that this international law in history has most of its roots in the Roman Empire, because this Roman Empire was one of the most developed when it comes to legal doctrines and legal issues, because it had its even laws on how to conduct external relations and also how to conduct internal relations within its territory. So this is the historical background of international law. So in the early 20th century, we see that we had the World War I and World War II. So during this period, we also see the formation of the League of Nations and also the United Nations. So these bodies have gone have really provided a very great foundation for international law as we know today, because these were now the first formal bodies where states from the globe or international community could hold meetings and sessions and discuss issues that affect each other. So in the world wars plays really a huge part in the development of the international law as we know today. So we also have the period that was after the Second World War. Okay, so in this period we see the social sciences flowering, and also conscious effort by scholars to write on law, especially international law. So one towering scholar that we see in this period was Grotius, and his writings on the laws of war and peace. So it went on like this, and more scholars become much more involved in writing about international law. So international law grew and grew so much. We can also not forget to mention the 12 scholars, because they also contributed a lot to international law. So that now at where we are at the moment, I believe is where we go to new problems such as the globalization, and also problems arising from technologies such as artificial intelligence. I think these are the areas where now the international community is slowly coming up, and also areas such as climate change. So these are the areas that are involving the international community. A global legislation is coming in those areas. So international law right now, the position where it is at that position whereby it is trying to handle global problems that are experienced by everyone in the globe, including climate change and globalization and the future technologies. And also we also see that the world is becoming a small shared social space, whereby all the world right now is available and can be accessed at the click of a button. So I believe this is where international law is going. It is going towards now these emerging issues that have a global influence and impact at the same time. So thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.